I never thought I would be doing this, but in the last week, something happened which I can't stop thinking about. As most Rapture watchers are aware, there is a pastor from South Africa by the name of Joshua Mhlakela who has made a very clear declaration that Jesus appeared to him in 2018 and told him that the rapture will be on September the 23rd and 24th. Presumably, he is referring to different time zones in different parts of the world when he uses both dates. Of course, we all know that this date is also known as Rosh Hashanah, Yom Teruah, or Feast of Trumpets, and it's also the 8th anniversary of the Revelation 12 sign on September 23rd, 2017. So, we have plenty of reasons to speculate about the rapture happening on this date. But an interesting phenomenon has occurred surrounding Joshua Mhlakela's prediction. Many people on YouTube have been making confirmation videos which mention his name, and he seems to have become a focal point for people in the Watchman community to focus on. And this is where it gets interesting for me. I wasn't particularly fixated on Joshua and thought he was a bit of a distraction from more significant signs pointing to a Feast of Trumpets rapture this year. You will find on my channel a couple of videos I made previously about this date. But in the last week, I was driving around doing Uber Eats deliveries here in the Gold Coast, Australia, which is something I do in my spare time to make some extra money to support my family in these days of high inflation and interest rates. And as I was driving, I was kind of musing and thinking to myself, well, if I had a confirmation of Joshua's prediction, what would that look like? Believe it or not, a few seconds or a minute or so after I had that thought, I drove past the end of a small street with a street sign which stated the name of the street as Joshua Close. I was gobsmacked. Did God just give me a confirmation of Joshua Mhlakela's prediction? I couldn't have orchestrated that myself. I was driving through a suburb I don't regularly drive through, and I had no idea that a street by that name even existed. And the timing was really striking. I looked up the street on Google Street View to make this video so I could show you a picture of the street sign I saw, and honestly, I even had to go into my Uber driver app to find the record of the delivery I was doing at that time, to confirm that I had even been in that suburb after I had found the street on Google Maps. So does this mean that the rapture will happen in 3 days? I don't know. Maybe it's just another breadcrumb, just like the sign I found last year from Matthew 24 verse 40, which pointed to the rapture at Feast of Trumpets in the 40th week of 2024. Or the breadcrumb of the Revelation 12 sign itself, which appeared at Feast of Trumpets in 2017. But one sign that points to this year of 5785 on the Jewish calendar as the year of the rapture, which I have covered in 2 previous videos, is the connection with the Strong's number 5785. I won't go into that again, but you can go and watch the video to get into that. The other thing is that Joshua's message is that this is the final date. It's not another breadcrumb, at least according to him. So maybe that's why I got this confirmation of Brother Joshua, as many are calling him, because here is a man with a strong enough conviction to come out and say that this is the end of our search, the time has come and we are going up this year. Maybe I don't have that conviction yet 100%, but I'm making this video anyway so others can judge for themselves. Let me know in the comments section below. I know I always say that any talk of rapture dates is speculation, not a prophecy or prediction, and may not come to pass, and I am saying it here, because I don't claim to have seen a vision or anything like that, as Joshua claims, but as Jesus himself said to Thomas, "Blessed are those who believe without seeing." But I did see a sign. It was a literal sign, a street sign. Maybe that's all I needed to see. As always, if the Lord doesn't tarry, see you on the other side, and if you want to give this video some traction, please like, subscribe, share, comment and all that good stuff. Maranatha, come Lord Jesus.